Have you ever wondered how secrets are traded in the shadows? Espionage, also known as spying, is a high-stakes game of trade where the currency is information and the players operate from the shadows. It's a world where secrets are weapons and knowledge means power. From the ancient times of the Greeks and Romans, where spies were used to gain military advantage, to the modern age of cyber espionage, the art of spying has been a constant, albeit hidden, force shaping the course of history. Espionage has toppled kingdoms, prevented wars, and even sparked them. It has given rise to countless tales of intrigue, bravery, and betrayal. Yet the world of espionage is fraught with moral ambiguity. The very act of spying is often seen as a necessary evil, a murky world where ends justify the means. Spies operate in the shadows, bending rules and sometimes breaking them, all in the name of national security. They live in a world where trust is a luxury and deception is a survival skill. Espionage is more than just a thrilling game of cat and mouse. It's a complex web of intricate strategies and counter-strategies requiring not just physical prowess but mental agility. It's about reading people, anticipating their moves, and staying one step ahead. It's about the delicate balance between risk and reward, where a single misstep could mean the difference between victory and defeat. However, despite its shadowy nature, espionage is an essential part of international relations. It provides invaluable insights into the intentions, capabilities, and activities of foreign nations, helping to inform policy decisions and strategic planning. But remember, in the world of espionage, nothing is ever black and white. Every secret holds a story, every spy a tale of intrigue. As we delve deeper into the world of espionage, remember that everything is not always as it seems. Who can you trust when everyone is a potential enemy? What secrets lie hidden in the shadows? And what price are we willing to pay for them? These are the questions we must ask as we explore the thrilling world of espionage. Espionage is as old as civilization itself, but how has it evolved through the ages? In the annals of history, the art of espionage has been a constant companion to the rise and fall of empires. In ancient times, espionage was a rudimentary game of secret messages and covert agents. Kings and queens employed spies to gather information about their rivals, using everything from invisible ink to coded letters. The Greeks and Romans took it a step further, developing an intricate network of spies and informants. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, where the tools of the trade became more refined. The invention of the printing press allowed for the dissemination of misinformation and propaganda, a technique that is still used today. Spies became more sophisticated, using ciphers and codes to hide their messages. The Renaissance saw the birth of modern espionage. Spies became diplomats, scientists, even artists. They operated in the shadows, gathering intelligence while maintaining their public personas. Their tools? A sharp mind, a silver tongue, and a keen understanding of human nature. The Industrial Revolution brought about a whole new era of espionage. The invention of the telegraph and the telephone meant that information could be transmitted more quickly than ever before. Spies began to use these new technologies to their advantage, intercepting messages and tapping phone lines. World War I and II pushed the boundaries of espionage even further. Technology became a vital part of the spy's toolkit, from radio communications to aerial surveillance. The game of espionage became a high-stakes chess match with nations vying for the upper hand. In the modern era, espionage has stepped into the digital age. Cyber warfare, satellite imagery, and artificial intelligence have become the new tools of the trade. Today's spies are not just individuals, but also state-sponsored hackers and AI algorithms operating in the shadows of the internet. Despite the evolution of tools and techniques, the essence of espionage has remained the same throughout the ages. It's a game of cat and mouse, a race to uncover the secrets of the enemy before they uncover yours. The tools of the trade have changed, but the essence of espionage remains the same: the pursuit of secret knowledge. When we think of espionage, the Cold War often comes to mind. But why was this period so significant for spies? The Cold War was a time of immense tension, a silent conflict steeped in ideology between two superpowers: the capitalist West, headed by the United States, and the communist East, led by the Soviet Union. It was not a war fought on battlefields, but rather in the shadows, through propaganda, proxy wars, and most importantly, espionage. With the world divided into two camps, the stakes were incredibly high and information became the most valuable currency. Both sides were desperate to know the other's secrets, their plans, their capabilities. This intense hunger for knowledge sparked a golden era of spying. Espionage became a critical tool in this ideological battle, and the scale of spy activities increased dramatically. Spies were no longer just military men or diplomats with a secondary duty to gather information. They became specialists, trained specifically for the purpose of espionage. They were planted deep within enemy lines, often living under false identities for years, even decades, to gather the most sensitive information. The two superpowers developed extensive networks of spies, informants, and double agents, creating a complex web of deceit and intrigue. It was a dangerous game where the rules were unwritten and the players were expendable. But the rewards could be enormous. A single piece of intelligence could shift the balance of power. And it wasn't just the USA and the USSR. Allies on both sides were drawn into the spy game, from Europe to Asia, Africa to Latin America. Espionage became a global enterprise, with the world as its chessboard. So why was the Cold War so significant for spies? Because it marked the moment when espionage moved from the periphery to the very heart of global conflict. It was a time when secrets could trigger wars or end them, when spies became the unsung heroes or the hidden villains, depending on which side you were on. The Cold War might have ended, but the legacy of its espionage activities still impacts the world today. In the digital age, information is the new battleground. But how has this affected the world of espionage? The advent of the internet and digital technology has profoundly transformed the landscape of espionage. Gone are the days of secret agents lurking in the shadows. Today, the most potent spies might never leave their desks. They are the cyber spies working behind computer screens, infiltrating networks and stealing secrets from the comfort of their offices. The rise of the internet has made information more accessible than ever before, but it has also made it more vulnerable. Cyber espionage has become a significant threat to national security. State-sponsored hackers have been known to infiltrate government networks, steal sensitive data, and even disrupt critical infrastructure. This new form of espionage doesn't require physical infiltration. All it needs is a skilled hacker and a weak link in the target's cyber defenses. But it's not just the methods of espionage that have changed. The targets have evolved as well. In the past, the primary targets of espionage were government entities and military organizations. But in the digital age, anyone with valuable information can be a target. This includes corporations, research institutions, and even individuals. Cyber spies can steal trade secrets, intellectual property, and personal data, causing significant damage to businesses and individuals alike. And let's not forget about the rise of misinformation and disinformation campaigns. These are the psychological operations of the digital age, aimed at influencing public opinion and destabilizing societies. They are an integral part of modern espionage and a testament to the power of information. So, what does all this mean? It means that in the age of information, espionage is no longer limited to the realm of governments and spies. It has become a concern for everyone. Businesses need to protect their trade secrets. Researchers need to safeguard their findings. Individuals need to secure their personal data. In the information age, everyone is a potential target. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing many fields, but how is it impacting the world of espionage? AI has dramatically reshaped the landscape of spying, taking it from a game of human cunning to a sophisticated dance of algorithms. It's like the chessboard has expanded, with new pieces and rules that we're still figuring out. Consider data analysis. Before, spies had to painstakingly sift through mountains of data to find valuable nuggets of information. But now, AI can comb through vast digital terrains in the blink of an eye, spotting patterns and connections that would take a human agent years to discover. It's like having 1,000 Sherlock Holmes at your disposal, each one tirelessly working around the clock. But AI isn't stopping at data analysis. It's also stepping into the world of deception, creating deepfakes that can fool even the most discerning eye. Imagine a video of a world leader declaring war, only it's not real. It's a deepfake, a digital puppet manipulated by unseen strings. This is the power of AI. It can create illusions so convincing they can sway public opinion, spark conflicts, even ignite wars. And let's not forget AI's role in cybersecurity. It's the ultimate gatekeeper, capable of detecting and neutralizing threats before they can cause damage. But like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. In the wrong hands, AI can become a cyber weapon, capable of breaching even the most secure systems. However, this new frontier also brings risks. AI is a double-edged sword. It can enhance our ability to gather and analyze intelligence, but it can also be used against us, creating new vulnerabilities and threats. It's a game of cat and mouse where the stakes are constantly escalating. As AI continues to evolve, so will its role in espionage. We're entering uncharted territory, where the lines between reality and illusion, truth and deception are becoming increasingly blurred. With AI, the future of espionage is both exciting and frightening. It's a brave new world, and we're just beginning to explore it. As technology continues to evolve, so does the world of espionage. But what does the future hold? The art of espionage is ever-changing, just like the world around us. With each passing day, new technologies are emerging, and they're not only changing the way we live, but also the way intelligence agencies operate. So, let's imagine the future, shall we? Firstly, let's talk about quantum computing. It's a field of science that's developing at an unprecedented pace, and its potential implications for espionage are staggering. Quantum computers could crack codes that would take today's most powerful supercomputers millions of years to solve. This means that no communication would be safe from prying eyes. But on the flip side, quantum encryption could make some communications impenetrable. It's a double-edged sword, really. Then there's biotechnology. Imagine spies with genetically enhanced abilities or microscopic bugs that can gather information. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But the reality is we're not far off. Advances in genetic engineering and nanotechnology could soon make this a reality. But with these advancements comes a growing need for counterintelligence. As espionage techniques become more sophisticated, so too must the methods to counter them. The importance of detecting and preventing espionage will only increase in the future. We'll likely see an emphasis on cyber counterintelligence, with nations investing heavily in protecting their digital borders. In the future, we may also see a shift towards more passive forms of espionage. With the rise of social media and big data, intelligence agencies may rely less on traditional spying and more on gathering information from public sources. After all, why risk a spy's life when you can gather the same information from a person's social media profile? The future of espionage is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the spy game will continue. And as it does, it will continue to shape and be shaped by the world around it. Espionage, like any other field, is a reflection of the times in which it exists, and in the future it will be a reflection of the technological and societal changes that lie ahead. We've traversed the murky world of espionage, from its ancient origins to its digital future. But what have we learned? We've unraveled the intrigue that shrouds this clandestine world. From the days of cloaks and daggers right through the Cold War, a golden era for spies. We've seen how the age of information has transformed the game, making information both the weapon and the shield. And we've delved into the new frontier of artificial intelligence and how it's redefining the rules of espionage. Understanding espionage is crucial in this rapidly changing world, as it influences everything from politics to technology. It's a cat and mouse game that's constantly evolving, and it's always the players who adapt quickest who stay one step ahead. Remember, the stakes in this game are high, and the consequences of falling behind can be dire. In the world of espionage, the only certainty is uncertainty, and in that uncertainty lies the thrill of the spy game.